Good day, Monarchs. I am Alexandra Derpo, and this is Southville Amazing Stories. Is indeed a fruitful year with all the awards and recognitions we received both locally and internationally. We are very proud to share with you our victorious debut at the recently conducted World Scholars Cup competition in Yale University. But before that, let me share with you some of the moments that we captured during their journey. Please watch this. We are back. It is a pleasure to introduce to you our very own Southville Academic Varsities along with their head coach, Sergio Pastor. Hi everyone!
Hi!
Congratulations, sir, for your team's successful debut competition at the World Scholars Cup Tournament of Champions. That's great. So can anyone share with us the team's preparation for this?
Yes, and first, thank you for having us, Alexa. I remember there was this elimination edition to even join the team before training started. I remember being stressed and anxious because we had to do an essay and an extemporaneous speech. We were also told much later that when we made it that we were also picked because of our maturity, which surprises me because my team, Richard, Mikhail, and I were supposed to be part of the junior division, but here we are now with the seniors.
Secondly, I can speak on behalf of Sina and Paul because we were given the opportunity to fill in for group members that were not able to attend the global rounds in Kuala Lumpur. And I remember how difficult it was for us to adjust with the intensity of the trainings because it was every day during the summer from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. And it was just rigorous debating, lessons and writing challenges that really made us, and it was all worth it because we ended up qualifying for the Tournament of Champions in Yale.
So training for the Tournament of Champions was just as rigorous as the training we had for the global rounds. However, school had just started. So we all had the challenge of balancing our schedules and maintaining our grades for academics and our extracurriculars, as well as training for the World Scholars Cup. But however, I can say that as a delegation and as individual teams, we all prevailed and now have unity as a delegation.
One of the highlights of this accomplishment was the students who made it to the top 100 World Scholars, who are also here with us today. I have with me Kit Lauzina Brianna Sorbito, Akisha Ku, Renz Leobert Del Rosario, and of course, Miguel Domenico Alzona. Let's all give them a round of applause. So guys, could you please share to us your specific contributions to the team? And let's start with you, Kit, and then we'll pass it down along the line.
So I'll talk about debate. During the first few moments of the training for the competition, we were all nervous because most of us didn't have debate experience and we didn't know each other that well. And as you guys may know, in debate, you need to have collaboration. So in training, we had to improve our team dynamics by finding out what the other person's style was, how we could help each other, and how we could give tips for each other to improve.
For our team, we focused more on the challenge because we had different schedules, so we couldn't be in trainings for the subject material. So what we did was we would make notes for each other and we specialized in our subjects. So I specifically made notes for literature, art, and music, and then I'd be giving it to my other two teammates for them to read, and then they'd exchange their notes with mine. So that's just how we did it.
So as for the bowl, we had a lot of notes since there was quite a lot in the syllabus. And along with that, we would go together and discuss the syllabus, considering the bowl is very intersectional. So we had to really find the connections between these many subjects.
So for the collaborative writing event of the competition, my team and I, we offered insights into how we wrote, how we presented our ideas, and we made sure that when we wrote, we really worked as a team and strengthened one another, and yeah.
So can you really say you guys had a good support system throughout the whole competition?
definitely.
That's really nice. Actually, that's very, very inspirational, especially to our fellow monarchs. So thank you so much for sharing that, everyone. But of course, we cannot miss this opportunity to celebrate the greatest achievement that was received by our very own Miguel Alzona. He was actually awarded the top Filipino delegate and 24th worldwide out of 2,300 participants. Wow. So Miguel, how did you do that? And what was your main motivation?
So I think ever since the start, ever since I joined this competition, the end goal was really to get to Yale University, the Tournament of Champions. And even passing to globals, I was so overwhelmed by that. And when I found out I was able to qualify for the Tournament of Champions with my team and our whole delegation, it was like that was a dream, you know. And to I think the what really motivated me to do my best was to make my school proud, my parents proud, my teammates proud. And it's kind of sad to think that my teammates are graduating now. And yeah, I think it would be nice if I could make a difference in their lives. And
yeah, so I can really see the whole family relationship you guys have. That's really nice. So actually, I'm very proud to hear this from Miguel because I know Miguel from our own Model United Nations Club back in IB, and every meeting he always never fails to exhibit, you know, being logical and really being intuitive with everything with world issues and really public speaking. So I'm really proud of you, Miguel, and thank you for sharing that. So let's now go back to, of course, Sergio. I heard there were a lot of major awards that the whole team received during the span of the competition. So would you please mind sharing this with all of us?
That's very true, Alexa. Actually, it gave us so much pride receiving those awards, but we could have not done those things without the support of the parents, the coaches, and the entire Southville community. Our country's top scholar, Miguel, got top 6 in writing overall and top 20 in art. Renz got top 2 in the Philippines, top 17 in social studies, top 13 in science of memory, and top 4 in human relationship. Joffrey got top 22 in history. Eo got top 15 in literature, and Kit got top 5 in human relationship.
Wow, thank you so much for that. Congratulations, you guys, once again. You guys really made us proud. But I really want to know what really led you guys up to this journey of receiving all of these awards. So the first question I really want to ask is, were there any memorable WSC experiences that you guys would like to share?
Yes, not necessarily in the competition itself, but then I clearly remember the trainings we had. I enjoyed especially the presentations we shared with each other and where we shared our wacky and crazy ideas, which took about less than 5 minutes to over 2 hours.
So could anyone share to me what maybe have inspired them throughout this whole competition?
Personally, I was inspired by the fact that I'd be able to meet a lot of new people because it wasn't just about learning and being able to get to Yale University, but the fact that it's an international competition and you'll be meeting people from new cultures and new beliefs, and it's with that you take home from the competition, and it's not just about the medals because World Scholars Cup centered around collaboration because you can't go through it without a team. And so with that, I got really inspired to work with other people and to join the competition.
So you still stay in contact with the few people that you met, right?
Yes, definitely.
That's really great. Actually, can anyone tell me how they handle the differences of each team member? So this could be in schedules, you know, personality, skills.
In terms of schedule, I think that we made a lot of sacrifices, not sacrifices in terms of school requirements, sacrifices in vacation time, and sacrifices in exams, and a lot more. I think sacrifices played a big role in terms of our achievements because we couldn't have gotten this far in the competition if we haven't sacrificed some of our big achievements in other things. I believe Kit has one to say.
So in terms of personality, I think when we first came to the competition, we didn't know whether we would get along with these people. But then the competition training was so intense and rigorous that in the process of doing that, we got to know each other more and become closer to each other. And then we started finding out about each other's skills. So having known that, we all complemented each other by sharing with each other the knowledge that we had in order to learn more from other people.
So I want to know, what was your team's strategy or game plan, to thrive in the whole competition as a whole?
So our strategy, especially for my group, we made sure that we had the right chemistry and we talked outside of school and within school to everyone, and we made sure that we were comfortable with what we knew. And as well as when we went to Yale already, we made sure that we enjoyed our time there because we knew that this could possibly be our last time all together. So we wanted to enjoy the competition and just enjoy everything that we have done to get as far as we had. But especially for debate, we just made sure just to know what we're talking about.
Thank you. So in what ways do you think that your team as a whole, inspired you to train harder and work harder for the competition?
So I think just the fact that I had a team who was counting on me to do my best really motivated me to work harder and take training seriously, because I could really see the effort that they were putting into this competition. Like even outside of training, they were always looking for a debate. They were always studying, and I felt like it was kind of unfair if I were just doing it and not putting as much effort as they did. So yeah.
So really for your team, right?
Yeah.
It's really nice to hear you guys have good chemistry, but I really want to know, were there any hiccups maybe in the relationship that you guys overcame throughout the journey?
Yeah, I feel like overall, in terms of relationships with the entire delegation, especially when the global rounds came up, we were swapping people in and out. We were changing up teams, trying to best accommodate what fit best for each and every one of us. And I feel like that in and of itself was a hiccup because we went through Manila round already and we enjoyed ourselves. We succeeded and we were looking forward to global round. But switching everything around felt weird. It felt new, and I feel like it kind of reset us and allowed us to not only become closer but also have a bigger impact in each and every one of our lives.
All right. So what do you think individually are your strengths or the areas that you need for improvement?
I think our biggest strength, especially as a delegation, is the fact that we have bonded so much from the 9 to 10 months that we have been together and training together. I think that obviously, as my other teammates had said, that collaboration is a really big, important factor in this competition. And if without collaboration, we wouldn't be able to do well. And I think another strength is the fact that we didn't really see this as a competition, but most importantly, we saw this as an amazing journey that we can partake together. And for areas of improvement, I think
Personally, an area improvement for me was especially when I was first put in after all the rigorous process of the decision of putting people in a team. I was questioning myself into why was I put here? I couldn't see the potential that Sergio and our coaches saw in us. And I felt like I was bringing the team down. But as we go through this process and the competition and all the trainings that we had, and individually, I finally saw why I was put in here. I saw the potential and I realized I could achieve great things, especially as a team. When we work together and when we collaborate, we achieved a lot of things. So yeah, that's it.
So with all this WSC experience, how do you think this might help in your studies in the future?
Because WSC really focuses more on the worldly aspects that we can use in school, it really teaches us a lot of things. But aside from that, it really gives us a sense of self-confidence while humbling ourselves at the same time. Just because going through this entire journey taught us that we can do it, but then at the same time, we have to stay humble at heart.
Can anyone tell me what's the most significant lesson that they learned throughout this whole experience?
I think one of the most significant lessons that we've learned were the friends, and the community that we've made with WSC. Because I remember vividly since the beginning, our goal wasn't just for us individually to make the Tournament of Champions, but everyone, all 6 teams that started, to make it and to rank. And I'm really happy to say that we all achieved great things, because not only did we want to improve ourselves, but we also wanted to improve each other.
Aw, that's really sweet. Do you guys have any tips or advice for anyone who's aspiring to be a scholar?
So I think one tip in joining World Scholars Cup is to make sure you choose your teammates really well. And though at first it might seem a bit rocky and you might not get along with them at first, but I think having good teammates and having good chemistry with them really affects how you perform in the competition. And with good teammates that build you up and strengthen you, I think that's really important.
Sergio, I really am inspired to be doing this interview with all of you, rather. You know, as someone who also competes academically, I became more determined and to encourage others to, take the lead and really exert all their potentials for their skills and their talents. So is there any message that you would like to give our viewers?
Yes, actually I'd like to take this opportunity to thank all the coaches, the entire Southville community, especially the parents who extended their support, their love, their prayers from the regionals up to the Tournament of Champions. The coaches and I cannot contain our happiness seeing the scholars grow and probably develop an even deeper love for learning. We know that whatever they will face in the future, they can accomplish and conquer them because they learned how to learn. For future plans, maybe we would like to extend, or we envision to extend this to aspiring students, because we want this amazing journey to include them, to develop their potentials. In the academic varsity, we welcome challenges, we embrace opportunities, and we make things happen. Because as we always say, we are, we will, and we can.
Wow, Sergio, as a student and seeing your drive and passion for everyone here today, I really am truly inspired and so thankful that I'm doing this interview with everyone here today. So thank you so much. And of course, thank you to our viewers who are watching this right now. I hope you are all as inspired as I am. Again, this is Alexandra Derpo with the WSC Southville Academic Varsities, and this is Southville Amazing Stories. Be amazing, be Southville.